generally all cases where a narcissist is involved in a relationship that does end, they leave you feeling no closure, feeling confused, and spinning. You didn't get closure. You need closure. And as it turns out, that isn't something that most of us get from narcissists. That means you need to create your own closure. Now I'm going to share with you an exercise that I think is going to be really helpful for you. I call it the letter exercise. One powerful way that you can get the closure that you need is to write the narcissist a very special kind of letter. First, get yourself a pen and a notebook. And if you struggle with writing by hand due to some physical issue, then you can always type it out on your computer or voice to text it or whatever. But if at all possible, I suggest you write it with a pen or a pencil, as it seems to have some kind of additional therapeutic value for some reason. Anyway, you're going to write a letter to the narcissist. In this letter, you're going to say all the things you wish you had said to them, but you never did. Or you're going to say the things that you needed them to hear, but they refused to hear. Now be sure when you're doing this to take your time. It might take you a couple days. So if you need to, write a little bit at a time and put it away, and then come back to it when you're ready or when you have the time to do it. Now put all of your anger, your frustration, your sadness, disappointment about the way they treated you in the relationship, and any other feelings you have about the narcissist in this letter. Put it all in the letter. You can say all the curse words you want, yes. And you can also scribble all over the paper if you want to. Whatever you need to do, just put all the feelings that you have, all the thoughts that you have about the relationship in the letter. No thought or feeling is too small to include here. So think like brain dump or soul dump. Just make sure you include any and everything that comes to mind, no matter how petty or unimportant it might seem to you in that moment. Now, when you're finished writing this letter, I want you to let it sit overnight, kind of let it steep like tea, or even for a couple of days, and then pick it up again and read through it. At this time, you can add anything you want to add, and if you really want to, you can rewrite and edit the letter, which I did when I did mine, but you don't have to do that part. Now, this is when you're going to add the final paragraph to the letter, and you're going to want to make it read something like this. And now, though you don't deserve it, I'm forgiving you, or releasing you if forgiveness feels too painful right now. Not because you deserve it, but because I no longer want your toxic negative energy in my space. I trust that you'll get exactly what you deserve from here on out, and I release the need to know what happens for you next. Goodbye forever. Now at this point, you have two choices. You can mail the letter or not. Personally, I didn't do it. I didn't need to mail it. And I would not necessarily recommend that you do, because in reality, this letter's not for the narcissist. It's for you. It's all about getting the negativity out of your head, out of your life, out of your heart. And it's an ideal way to start creating your own closure. I suggest you burn or shred the letter and get it all out of your life. And as you do, imagine the negative energy and the anger and all the other emotions burning away or being shredded. Some people like to float their letter down the river or clip it to a balloon and let it fly away. Do whatever feels good to you. Heck, you could even just throw it in the trash. But whatever you do, once the letter is written, get it out of your life. Now, this simple exercise provided me with so much relief, and so many of my clients have reported the same thing. Have you tried it yet? Will you give it a shot now? Let me know in the comments section below.